Hello and welcome to this class. We're going to look at two-step equations. Now someone will ask, what is two-step equations? Now in two-steps equation, this involve two operations applied on a variable. Say for example, we have 2x plus 4 and we are told that this is equals to 12. So the operation that has been done on x is, first we have multiplication, multiply, and then we have the addition. So in order for us to approach this, we have to undo all of those steps. So for example, in our equation we have 2x plus 4 is equals to 12. So the very first thing we have to undo is the subtraction first. Subtraction comes before multiplication versus addition versus division. So we normally start by step 1, either dealing with the addition and subtraction, and then the second we're going to deal with division or multiplication. So in this case we have 2x plus 4. So in 2x plus 4 we have two ways to do this. Let me first of all delete this. We have two ways, just as we saw the very first time, and the very first way you can do this by undoing is just to make sure that we subtract this 4. So very few people do this method, and for me, like, I don't do this method, but you can go for this if you want, or maybe you prefer doing this method. So in here, since this is plus 4, we're trying to be left with this 2x. So both of them, they work the same way, just that it's kind of a different approach, but they work the same way. So we are going to subtract this 4 from this side, and the same way we've done this, we're going to subtract it after the equal side, the other side of the equal sign. So we're going to say 2x plus 4 minus 4 is equals to 12 minus 4. So this will be 2x, let me just use this x, plus 4 minus 4, this will be equals to plus 0 is equals to 12 minus 4, which is equals to 8. Right? So we'll be left with 2x is equals to 8. Now this is step 1. Note, this is step 1. We have undone the minus. Remember there was addition. So to undo it, we just subtract. We have undone the first one. Now the second one, which was multiplication, remember it was multiplication, we're going to undo it by dividing. We need to be left with x is equals to, and therefore for us to be left with this, we are going to undo this mess by dividing both sides by 2. That's the only way we can do it, and therefore our second step will be 2x is equals to 8. We're going to divide both sides by 2 and by 2. All right, whatever you do on this side, you do it on the other side, and therefore we're going to divide by 2 1 by 2 1 by 2 1, then we're going to divide 8 by 2, and then we're going to be left with 4. And therefore we'll see that the x is equals to 4. This is using one method. Now the second method, which is almost the same approach, we had 2x plus 4, then we have 12. The second approach will be just to be left with the x, or the number just before x, which is the prefix of x, on one side, and just take everything on the other side. So in this case, we'll be left with 2x is equals to, we're going to take this plus 4. Remember we said a number will take the sign that is just in front of that number, and therefore this will be 2x is equals to 12, then plus 4. When you take it to the other side of the equal sign, it will be minus 4. So 2x is equals to 12 minus 4. And therefore, we'll be left with 2x is equals to 8. Remember, this is step 1. It was addition, so you subtract. Alright? When you're left with that, just as we did with this, now the step 2, we are going to undo this by dividing both sides by 2, and therefore we are going to find that the value of x also in the step is x plus 4. Now, we can confirm whether we are right, and the way to confirm it, we are going to put 2, then we are told that since the equation was 2x plus 4 is equals to 12, so assuming that we don't know this number, we're going to confirm whether it's the same. We're going to substitute the value of this variable x, which is 4, here, and therefore if it is 2x and the value of x is 2, will be the same as 2 times the value of x is 4, and therefore 2x will be equals to 8. Therefore this will be equals to 8 plus 4, and when you add it, it equals to 12, and therefore in both cases we are right. So that's how to solve or approach this algebra, and I'm hoping that you are catching up. Let's do another one if you're good with this. So in this case, we've been given that 3x minus 5 is equals to 10. 3x minus 5 is equals to 10. Now for this, it's not different from the one that we've just did. We're going to follow the same thing. It is a two-step, and therefore two operations have been done on x, the value of this variable x. As you can see, there's the multiplication part, which is 3. Then there is the subtraction part, and now those are the two things which have been done on x, the value of operation x. So what we're going to do, we are going to undo that, and the way we are going to undo that is, first of all, dealing with the subtraction. First, let me first subtract this. If you can do it, you can just pause the video and just confirm with me if you've been able to get it. We're going to do it with our two ways, and whichever way you prefer, you can continue using it. So in this, we're going to undo first of all this minus 5, right? The very first way is just to eliminate this number, because our initial, we want to be left first of all with 3x on this number is equals to. So we're going to eliminate this minus 5 by adding 5 on it, and therefore the very first thing we're going to do is to add. This is step 1. Step 1, we're going to add 5 here, and whatever we do it on one side, we do it the other side, is equals to 10. Then we add 5. Therefore we'll have 3x, then plus, this is minus 5, then you add 5, that will cancel out, it will be equals to 0, is equals to 10 plus 5, which is equals to 15, and therefore this will be 3x is equals to 15. So from here, we're going to go to our second step, and our second step involves undoing this multiplication. The way to undo this multiplication, because finally, after we have accomplished the very first step, this was first step, now the second step, we need to be just left with x on one side is equals to. So what we need to do from here is to undo this by dividing both sides by 3. And so if we cancel 3 by 3, 1 by 3, 1, we left that x will be equal to, by 3, 1, then if you divide by 3 here, this will be equals to 5. So the value of x is equals to 5. The second method, which is not very different, minus 5 is equals to 10. all you need to do is just to take this to the other side. Remember, a number carries a sign that is just in front of it, and therefore this is minus 5 and not 5. Therefore, we're going to take minus 5 to the other side, and when it goes to the other side of the equal sign, it will change to be plus 5, right? Minus goes to the other side to be plus 5. Therefore, we'll be left with 3x is equals to 10 plus 5. Alright, and therefore we have 3x is equals to 15. Now back to this step 2. This was step 1. Will be to be divide both sides by 3 in order for us to be left with x is equals to. So back to the same, by 3 1 by 3 1 by 3 1 by 3 5. Therefore we'll be left with the value of 5. X is equals to 5. Right, so this is how to do this using the 2 method. We can confirm whether we are right by multiplying again. So this would be, remember we said 3x, let me just write properly. 3x is the same as 3 times the value of x. The value of x is 5, and therefore 3 times x, 3. We're going to substitute the value of x with the x with this value, which is 5, and therefore 3x will be equals to 15. So this would, or you can just write 3, then you multiply by the value of x, which is 5, which is times 5, then minus 5, then we see whether we're going to get 10. So 3 times 5, this will be 15 minus 5, then you're going to get 10. And therefore the value of x, the way we got it, is 5. So that's how we approach these 2-step equations. In the second equation, we have x, then divide by 4, then plus 2 is equals to 6. So this is what we're going to be solving in this. X divided by 4 plus 2 is equals to 6. Remember, x over 4 is the same as 1 over 4x. In the same equation. So the same rules applies. We're going to, so many operations has been done on this, so we can see that there's a division here and there is an addition, and so we're going to undo the mess using the same approach. But now for here, since this is plus 6, so the very first step we're going to do is just to eliminate the plus to undo this plus 2. Using the very first method, we can say this will be equals to x over 4. So we're going to subtract 2 on both sides. So whatever you do this, on this side this was plus 2, so you subtract minus 2, then minus 2, and this will be plus 2 minus 2 is equals to 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2, right? Therefore, x over 4 plus 0 is equals to 4 minus 2. 6 minus 4 is 6 minus 2 is 4, sorry. And therefore, we find that x over 4 is equals to 4. So this was step 1 here. Step 2 is to undo this over 4. And the way to undo the division is the other way around, which is to multiply. And therefore, we are going to multiply both sides by 4, this one number. So we're going to multiply by 4 and by 4. Remember, whatever you do on this side, you do on the other side. So this will be by 4 1 by 4 1, and therefore x will be equals to 4 times 4, which is equals to 16. Now using the second method, which is x plus 4 plus 2 is equals to 6. Using method, remember our goal is just to be left with x is equals to. So we're going to take this plus 2 on the other side, which we're going to take plus 2, and then it will be minus 2, and therefore we'll be left with x over 4 is equals to 6 minus 2, and therefore we'll be left with x over 4 is equals to 6 minus 2 is equals to 4. Now from here, since our goal is to be left with x, we're going to apply step 2 And step 2 entails multiplying both sides by 4, so that we just remove the division. We remove the division by multiplying both sides by 4, and therefore we'll be left with x is equals to 4 times 4, which is 16. Now we can confirm whether we are right with x as 16. So we're going to substitute 16 here instead of x, and so we're going to say 16 over 4, because we need to see whether we're going to get 6. So we're going to put 16 divided by 4, then plus 2, and see whether we're going to get the 6. 16 divided by 4 is equals to 4, then plus 2 is equals to 6. So indeed we can confirm that the value of this variable x is 16. So this is how to approach a two-step equation, and I'm hoping that you've understood. Let me know if there is another question, and I'll be happy to go it through again and again. So until next time, keep practicing.